Team deathmatch.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Boylls, but since we're companions on this YouTube journey together, watching this video of Call of Duty together, I would say we're not strangers anymore, so you could probably call me Boylls if you wanted to. So this is Call of Duty 4 Team Deathmatch on Pipeline. A little bit different. Bet you guys were not expecting Call of Duty 4 out of me. And you know, I just wanted to try something fresh, and by fresh I mean something very old, but since it hasn't been used in a while, it still counts as fresh in my opinion. So basically the idea for this is that I hadn't been posting satisfactory scores in Black Ops 2, I guess you could say. They weren't negative, but they weren't anything that I would probably post on here. And I might, but they were few and far between, you know, and it wasn't good, and I wanted to go back to the roots to see what had changed. Black Ops 2 in nature is a somewhat difficult game to play. It's a lot harder, and harder's a really fluid term because there's a lot of factors that makes Call of Duty hard that you just can't blame it on anything. One time it'll be signal, one time map, one time people you're playing against, one time you could be, you know, something could be happening at your house when you're playing, you know, and you could just mess up. There's just a lot of things that can make Call of Duty hard and make you mess up, so there's no easy thing to blame it on. So instead of blaming it on something, I guess you just kind of have to take it up and kind of work your best to do better. And I think to do that, I just wanted to take an overhaul of the whole series and start from what I would consider to be the beginning. There's still Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3, but the thing with that is I feel like Call of Duty 4 changed the series. It was popular before, but it was Shazam now. Also, I don't have 1, 2, or 3, so that's probably a big reason why we started with Call of Duty 4. But anyways, I haven't been doing this, kind of late in my journey to start doing this, but I haven't been telling you guys my classes, what I've been using, and I think it won't be helpful in Call of Duty 4 unless you guys have this game, which you should. You should pick this up if you don't have it. It's a great game. It's probably somewhat cheap now because I don't even know how old it is, but it's on 4. And there's many games in between, and we're already on Black Ops 2, so it's somewhat outdated, but still many people play. But anyways, I wanted to tell you guys my classes. I don't know if I mentioned it. I am using an AK-74U, probably my favorite gun in all Call of Duty. A Desert Eagle secondary that I don't really pull out at all. I pulled it out once, you just saw. And for my perks, I'm using Bandolier, Stopping Power, and Steady Aim. And I'm using a frag grenade and a stun, of course. So you guys have probably heard all kinds of strategy on this game. I don't think I really need to give any because it's so old. But there is some strategy that carries over in terms of playing that you might be able to learn from this to help you out with Black Ops 2. And that's sort of what I wanted. The general consensus on any of these games is not running around like a madman to the point where you get shot in the back everywhere. And I realize this game I'm somewhat doing it, but as you get later in Call of Duty career, it doesn't work that way. You kind of gotta stay calm. You gotta make sure you aim well, which is key, especially in Black Ops 2. It seems even more key because you can get ripped apart in a second, and you just have to not let a loss get to you. Like right here, I don't know what I was trying to do. I feel like I should have got those kills, but if I let it get to me, I'm just gonna run back there. I think I may be running back there, so I'm not taking my own advice. But I'm just going to run back the same way instead of flanking like I'm trying to do. And I would just get ripped to shreds. I would just lose. It would not be a good moment for Mr. Boylls. That's all I can say. So I don't know if I actually said what this series is called. This series is called A Stroll Through Call of Duty. I am sorry that I am a little behind on this, but I explained the whole series. I just like the word stroll instead of walk. Synonyms, man. It's good. This game had something really amazing that I liked. A lot of people didn't. That was a little bit different. I think amazing is probably too big of a word. But whenever you got all your kill streaks, for one, kill streaks were set. You couldn't change them. They were UAV, airstrike, and helicopter. But when you got your helicopter, there was something that I think they meant to put in, but it was something that you kind of had to figure out on your own. That if you didn't use your helicopter till after you died, when you use it, the kills that it got you would work towards your next kill streak, and you could stack them up and stack them up. And I think this, at least for me, that's what made it fun, and they probably won't bring it back again because it was a little bit not so fair, and a lot of people didn't like it. But I hope you enjoyed this Call of Duty 4 gameplay. It's something a little fresh. Tune in next time to see World at War. Boyls out.